What is happening, everybody? Welcome to today's video. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to show you some home dumbbell chest exercises. So if you only have access to dumbbells at home, but you want to grow a bigger chest and grow those pecs, then this is some perfect examples of how you can do that with just dumbbells at home. Because we're now in another lockdown, the majority of you are probably stuck at home, so are only training in your front room. You might only have access to dumbbells or kettlebells. Here are some perfect exercises that you can do with just dumbbells at home. We've got baby Mags with us today. She's sitting down watching YouTube, funnily enough. Babies on YouTube. So she's going to be in the background. You're going to hear that. One of the most important things when you're training at home with minimal equipment and you're trying to train a body part like chest is making sure you get a very good contraction during that exercise. So one of the simple things you can do first of all to make sure that you have that mind-muscle connection is literally just standing there tensing your chest. Okay, so just getting used to the contraction, tensing your chest, literally just to drive some blood in there and to get used to that feeling before you start the workout. Because if you can't stand there and squeeze your chest, then you're going to struggle to do it when it's under load. And one of the best ways to make sure you're getting the most out of minimal equipment training at home, to make sure you're getting a perfect contraction. Okay, so literally just stand there like 30-40 times just flexing your chest. May seem a bit stupid, but it will definitely make the rest of the workout better for you. After I've done that, I'll always start any sort of chest workout with push-ups, okay? Just again, to really get the feel of the contraction, get your upper body warmed up, get your shoulder joints warmed up, before you then start throwing some weight into it. Okay, then after that we're going to come into a pressing movement, our first pressing movement using the dumbbells. Okay, now you can either do this flat on the floor and even in a bridge position just to change that angle on the chest. Or if you have a medicine ball or a slam ball, then that's another perfect piece of equipment of how you can change up how you do this pressing movement. By resting your upper back across the top of a slam ball or medicine ball, it's just going to mean you're going to be able to get a better range of motion with those dumbbells, okay? But like I said, if you don't have access to that, one way to change it is to come into a bridge position on the floor, and what that does is it moves it more into kind of like a decline press. But again, it increases that range of motion and actually follows the direction of the muscle fibers in the chest. Now actually, if you had access to both some sort of medicine ball and obviously the floor, then doing a combination of the both would actually be good, because you're targeting the chest in two different ways. Using the medicine ball, it's more like an incline sort of press when training the chest, so it's going to target more across the upper chest. When you're doing it in a bridge position, it's more like a decline, so it's going to bring in more around the lower part of the chest. So actually, if you have access to a medicine ball or a slam ball, it's worth doing both and incorporating both into a home chest workout. Okay, so next what we're going to do is a dumbbell pullover, again targeting more of the chest, not so much the back. So we're going to do this using the medicine ball or slam ball again, or you can actually do this using the arm of your chair or sofa. So I'm going to show you both ways and you're going to achieve exactly the same thing. It just again depends what you have access to at home. Now with this, what you want to try and make sure is you only come so far back. You're not coming all the way back with the dumbbell, so it brings your lats into it. And then as you come back over to the top, you're going to push your elbows and hands in towards each other, so you get a real good squeeze and contraction through your chest. Okay, then we're going to do two different variations of presses, which again are just going to target the chest in a slightly different way, really focusing on contraction because you probably don't have access to a wide range of weights to be able to keep increasing the tension that way. Okay, so first one is a narrow grip press. So bringing both the dumbbells together, squeezing your elbows in by the sides and pushing the elbows in towards each other as you push out. We're only going to come 3/4 of the way up and 3/4 of the way down, so we're keeping that constant tension throughout the chest and really driving it in, and you'll feel it all through the center of the chest and sort of round the lower pec. Next up we have a reverse press. So with your palms facing towards you, you're coming in more of an arching motion upwards. But this is very good for hitting the upper chest. You'll feel it all down the center, and by this point you should be pretty pumped full of blood. Again, we're working in a smaller range of motion. We're not coming all the way up and we're not coming all the way back. So again, using something like a medicine ball or a sand ball to lean on for both the close grip press and for the reverse press. So it's just great ways of manipulating chest movements to get better contractions to target the whole of the chest. Okay, last but not least, we're going to finish off with some push-up variations. Your chest should be full of blood right now, pumped, and now we're going to take it to failure by doing some push-up variations. So again, just like everything else, we're working through the whole of the chest. We're going to start with your arms much wider, hands on dumbbells, and you're going to do as many push-ups as you can, very chest focused. So my elbows are drawn in slightly, they're not flared out. It's going to put a lot of tension through the front of your shoulders. So I'm just going to bring the elbows in, and this is all focused through the chest. Okay, so again, slightly smaller range of motion to keep that focus on there. And you're going to do it to failure, so literally till you have to drop to your knees. And then you could even continue on your knees until you can't push yourself back up. Once you've done that with your arms wide, you'll then roll the dumbbells in and you'll continue at a slightly narrower, which is more likely to be a normal sort of width for pressing. The wider width just means that you'll bring any triceps and everything completely out of it, and it's very isolated on the chest. As you come more inwards, you're going to bring some other muscles involved as well, but still it's all going to be feeling through that chest because at this point it's pumped full of blood. Then you'll bring them right in to more of a narrow press. Okay, so you'll roll it in once you get to failure again, more of a narrow press. Now your triceps might come involved a little bit more. You're going to feel it a lot more down the center of your chest and the middle of your pecs. But again, because slightly more muscles are involved and your chest is tired by this point, you can go that little bit further and again pushing it to failure. show guys some chest exercises that you can do at home with just dumbbells. So perfect for these lockdowns at the moment due to the pandemic, and they're perfect if you only have minimal equipment. So don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Comment below, let me know if you enjoyed that, if you'd like more content like that. But for now, from me and my helper here, who basically didn't help at all apart from cause disruption, run around, throwing things, playing things, pushing over the camera and listening to YouTube. And would you believe she's got the cheek? She's not even watching my YouTube channel, she's watching somebody else. So she's giving all of her views to somebody else. What happened to, like, you know, looking after your old man? Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Max, you going to say goodbye? You going to say goodbye?
Bye.
See you in the next one.